Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something really exciting for all the luxury car fans. And honestly, even if you're not usually into these ultra-exclusive cars, I think the new 2026 Maybach S 680 V12 Haute Voiture will blow you away. Grab a snack, sit back, and let's take a deep dive into what just might be one of the most impressive luxury vehicles to hit the roads this coming year. So, first off, Maybach always likes to push boundaries. And the S680 Haute Voiture does exactly that. I mean, just looking at it, you can tell this isn't any ordinary luxury sedan. It's got that signature Maybach styling, but with a modern twist that's almost like they've fused classic grandeur with futuristic cool. The new paint palette alone is a feast for the eyes. We've got manufacturer colors, high gloss, deep shades, and even rose gold elements around the front grille and headlights. When you see this car pull up, you know whoever's inside has taste, confidence, and probably a pretty wild story to tell. Now, let's talk about what's hiding under the hood, because this is where things get really interesting. The S680 Haute Voiture packs a handcrafted 6.0-liter V12 biturbo engine. Just take that in for a second, a V12. You get an astonishing 621 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque, pushing this luxury land yacht from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. Which is absolutely insane for something so big and heavy. But it's not just about brute force. There's also that legendary Maybach smoothness. Everything in the transmission is tuned for refinement. It's got the latest 9-speed 9G-tronic automatic, giving you quick shifts and no drama whatsoever. And let's not forget the 4MATIC all-wheel drive that helps this beast grip the road like a sports car. No matter if you're on a winding highway or a wet driveway. On top of all that, Mercedes is really leaning into modern tech by introducing hybrid elements to the lineup. While the flagship S680 V12 Haute Voiture still goes all out with the gas engine, there's talk that a mild hybrid system could become available, which is pretty cool considering more and more people care about being environmentally conscious without sacrificing performance. Maybach wants to keep its reputation for over-the-top luxury and incredible power, but at the same time, they know times are changing. So while you're still getting the full-blown V12 experience, there's a bit more green thinking backing up all that muscle. All right, now imagine opening the door. Immediately your senses are overwhelmed in the best possible way. The craftsmanship and attention to detail are just out of the world. We're talking saddle brown Napa leather, so plush you just want to run your hand across every surface. And there's burr walnut trim everywhere you look. Every stitch, every seam. Even the way the ambient lighting plays with the contours of the seats feels like it's designed to make you relax and enjoy the drive. The illuminated Maybach logos in the headrests are such a fun touch, and you've got fully reclining rear seats with extendable leg rests, like flying first class but on the ground. Now, since this is the Haute Voiture, you get all sorts of extra details that make it stand out. There are folding tables in the back, heated and cooled cup holders, a refrigerated compartment for your drinks, and even actual silver champagne flutes, because why not? If you want to feel like royalty, just pour yourself a drink, flip out your table, and enjoy the ride while the outside world whizzes by. And don't worry about noise. The cabin is so well insulated, sometimes it doesn't even feel like you're moving. What really sets the 2026 S680 apart is the Night Series package. Now this is optional, but if you get it, you're getting an even more dramatic look. You've got dark chrome Maybach emblems, manufacturer herringbone wood trim with aluminum accents, animated logo projectors that appear as you open the doors, and exclusive 20-inch Maybach forged wheels. On the inside, there's special Night Series lighting, deep contrasting colors, a sense of calm luxury that's both understated and bold. It feels more like a party lounge than a traditional sedan, but with all the refinement you'd expect from a top-tier Maybach. Tech-wise, Mercedes hasn't held back one bit. You get a fully digital instrument cluster, the latest version of their MBUX infotainment system, deep customizable ambient lighting throughout the cabin, and a sound system so rich and crisp that whether you're listening to chill beats or classical music, it almost feels live. There's a head-up display, massaging seats, and climate controls for every seat, not just the front. You can basically tweak the interior environment to make it your perfect personal retreat. Here's where things get super interesting. Though the new S680 V12 Haute Voiture isn't just a city cruiser. Thanks to its advanced air suspension, multi-link adaptive chassis, and all-wheel drive, it's actually capable of handling more than just perfectly paved highways. The Airmatic system lets you raise the ride height, great for rougher rural roads or mountain escapes. It adapts in real time to changes in the road surface, which is something you don't expect from a car that's this focused on luxury. But Maybach wants to make sure that if you do want to leave the city behind, you're not limited. You get all-season tires, robust brakes, intelligent safety features, and handling that makes even the curviest roads feel tame. A quick look at the dimensions. This Maybach measures over 215 inches long, almost 84 inches wide with mirrors, and weighs in at over 5,200 pounds. It's big, but surprisingly easy to drive thanks to modern steering assist and parking tech. Now you're probably thinking, how does this new Maybach compare to previous generations? For starters, the expressive exterior design is much bolder. Older Maybachs have always played it safe, but the 2026 S680 Haute Voiture says, "Look at me." The tech inside is leaps and bounds ahead. The sound insulation, the touchscreen displays, the kind of comfort you get from the latest seat technology, and the availability of hybrid tech, all form a package that makes previous Maybachs feel, dare I say, a little outdated. And if you remember the days when luxury sedans sacrificed driving pleasure for comfort, well, that's no longer an issue here. You have both. Let's talk price, because owning a car like this, it isn't just about comfort, it's a statement. The base price is $244,400, but with the Night Series package and all the bespoke options you could ask for, it's easy to hit the $300,000 mark. But there's a good reason for that. This car isn't just stitched leather and V12 muscle. It's the result of artisanal craftsmanship, cutting-edge design, and a brand history that's all about exclusivity. And if you're really comparing past Maybachs, the leap in features, technology, and even power is pretty obvious. The S680 Haute Voiture blows older models out of the water with its design innovation and attention to modern needs, especially with new off-road capabilities and eco-minded options. So, wrapping it all together, the 2026 Maybach S680 V12 Haute Voiture is more than just a car. It's an experience, a showpiece, and an engineering marvel all rolled into one. If you ever get a chance to sit behind the wheel or in the back seat, you're going to remember it for a long time. For drivers, enthusiasts, even those who dream of owning something this special, the S680 Haute Voiture delivers everything: style, power, comfort, and a touch of that classic Maybach magic. That's it for today's deep dive. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new Maybach, if you'd pick the Night Series or how you'd spec yours. And if you want more car content and the best guides on the latest releases, hit subscribe so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep chasing that automotive passion. Until next time.